Okay, so today we got in the ignition switch, and for the X5. And if this don't fix it, we're gonna push it off a cliff. I'm tired of it, sick of it. This thing doesn't look too hard to put in. What we're gonna do, I don't have the bolts totally tight on the starter. I'm gonna go ahead and just take 2 seconds, snug those up, tighten them down, and that way it's not gonna like freaking jerk sideways and snap the starter off or something crazy, right? Probably we'll go ahead and do, well, the ejectors aren't in it, so we'll just bump it. If the starter clicks at all, we know we're fixed, right? Because before that it was no crank, no start, no nothing. What we're gonna have to do, I think, I might be able to get this door open. We're gonna have to try to get a light or something in here. What we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to push out that guy all the way. We'll have to take these covers off. There's a screw on top and a screw on bottom, I believe. And then the ignition switch is gonna sit right in here on your left-hand side. We got a few Torx, so we'll get all the Torx over here. And it's just like the older cars, like the E36 or so, where you gotta have the little tiny straight blade screwdriver to get it out. All right, enough chit chat, let's get her done. Okay, so we just took T25 out of the bottom that holds that cover in. Let's go ahead and just remove that. Get off there, you heifer. These are so strange. You gotta like push in and pull down. Sometimes it could be a real pain in the butt. There we go. Okay, so we have, I cut the zip tie there. We'll push that wire out of there. So let's go ahead and just do that real quick. Push all that out of there. We'll take that, do that. Pull that out. Move right along, boys. Now, we got, whoop, was that T27 or bigger? This is a hard ass spot to get into. That is actually the other one, but I don't think the 3/8 is gonna fit, so it's gonna be a T30. Let's see if we can just break it with this T27, because this other end, there's that. Put him right there. And up in here, there's one more. See, my T30 is a 3/8 drive. There's no way that would reach in there. Might have to pull this up. There's another screw up here. We don't have to take this off. I think it's going to make it a lot easier. These things could be a real SOB to get back on to these trims. Careful not to lose. There should be an insert in there. Don't lose that. Make sure the damn camera's still on. Then up here we can see it a lot better now. There's our T27. I just got it out. So now the whole bracket's loose. So we're pushing it out of the way. Now down under here, there's two little red dots. Let's get a pick and let's pick that goo out of there. All right, here's our pick. Go down here. It's like plastic. We'll fish all that crap out, and that's going to reveal our straight slot screw heads. We'll just take them out one at a time here. tell you what, we better lose these damn gloves, because these gloves will definitely make you drop stuff. All right. So we got our tiny little screwdriver here. Let's hop in here and zip this bad boy right out. Like I said, X5, this better fix you. If not, bad things gonna happen to you. There's that. There we are. Let's throw the new one in here. I'm curious to see, because if this thing's bad, if this fixes it, we're gonna crack that baby open and see what's happened inside there. Because I'm curious. Just like so. Let's stay there just for 1 second. Let's reassemble this thing real quick. All right. Got battery. That's it. Hear it? I don't want to crank it long. The battery's low, but that was a problem. I'll be damned. You know, this is the first time I've ever had one of these go bad. E36, yes. You know, E39, E46, X5, no. Oh, this thing had, I was gonna check the mileage for you guys. 225,647. So 225,000 miles. The ignition switch gave her up. All right. So we're gonna see here is inside this, if you guys could even see. Put that down a little bit. So, there. Can't even get down there. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's freaking rip apart, right? We don't really care at this point. So that piece there, they just like the cam part of it. Oop. Right there, I guess. See where it's kind of burnt? Yep, right there. There she is. Make sure you can even see that. You can see it melted this and then cooked that plastic all to that prong. Actually melted that so it's not making contact anymore. It's like off. Weird. Really weird. But there's that. So that's done. We'll snap all the plastics back in. Maybe I'll wait to do that. Well, we could do it now. Otherwise, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Jeez. Starter's on. I think we're ready to go ahead and assemble the PCV. We're going to check all of these. That vacuum line there is rotten. I think that's the vacuum line in the lower shop. We'll replace any vacuum lines, any vacuum caps, any kind of issues at all. Actually, I was going to look. That's why we're out. Eugh. So that vacuum cap's still on. This one actually utilizes this. That line don't seem too bad, but when you take it off, see, this one's actually rotted off and broken off. We probably pulled it out when we pulled the whole intake out. And the one we broke off, that's the solenoid for the secondary air. This is all deleted. So we could actually take this off. That doesn't matter at all. We can delete this hose, just put a cap on that, and that'll fix all that issue. If you don't have the Euro 1 tune, then you got to keep all it. Ugh, it's so freaking dirty. You got to keep all that stuff on there. Euro 1, just to clarify, it doesn't care about catalytic converters anymore, even though it still has them in it. The secondary air valve is still just sitting on there, but it's not hooked up. Secondary air pump gets deleted, and all the vacuum line that goes around the back of the motor all gets deleted. And then in return, you get the 231 horsepower flash. Even on like a 525i, it'll give it tremendous more power. But you gotta find somebody to do it for you, and that's not easy to do. And then we also have all new valve cover for this. We've already done the coil packs, already done spark plugs, already done everything else. I should have got this, but this car was selling, right? But once you see the power steering leaking like that on top, you need a new canister. Actually, I think I bought a new one. I might have to look around here on the shelf. I think there's a new one here for this. We'll take a look. But the rest of this intake stuff's gonna be at a little bit later date. I am gonna go out. Here it seems to cool off just a smidge. Just a smidge, it's like 100 outside, right? And once that's cooled off, we're gonna string line out tonight for the concrete for the house edition and all that stuff. And I wanna get started on that because winter's coming, boys, and we're limited on time. So that'll be in a future video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you very soon. Have a good day.